Are you hungry, kids? If you are, then keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dreamland of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpkins. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Blazers offense will have the football first. It was UAB pulling out a close one the last time these two got together to fight over some ribs.
And that's a big deal for UAB, too, because the Blazers had that game circled all offseason. They did what they needed to do when the game was on the line. They're going to need more of that here today against a motivated Memphis squad.
Motivated Memphis squad that they're used to winning this rivalry. This is their...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they get him down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right back to the well. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So Memphis offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. This offense has it with really good field position. In the red area, it's Hayden. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got his man in the middle. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down? The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, two cities proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against Dreamland and Full Moon. I mean, doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big frickin' trophy. And one of these teams want to win it.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Running inside. It's Covey.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Got a little grass. Oh, sweet feet. Touchdown, Tiger. Great job by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To throw, it's Nolan. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
We reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Third and short now from their own 48. To the air, it's Burton. Oh, he makes the catch. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue, though.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He might want another play. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Gonna run it. It's coming. Maybe a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
catch in the middle. It's Brown. Finds a crease at the 20. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tiger. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, but to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They think there's room to run to the right here. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Hatcher.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Carter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to throw, it's Nolan. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Crimson Tide looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Blazers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them, we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just feeds the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll toss it. Could be an alley. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now...
Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got to beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Running to the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Ferguson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fakes to grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Firing deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now
trying to rumble in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UAB. Lining up for the PAT. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires to the middle. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short. The run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hayden. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Nolan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The kick is on its way. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Makes him pass the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the... Six with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been...
Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walden. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting.
He's loose. Inside the 30. The 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Looking down the middle. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw, it's Logan. fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Another incompletion on third down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy, and he gets you a first down, and he gets you another first down. The ground game is really working. This offense has got it thrown.
Appropriately, the 100-pound rack of ribs will find a home in Memphis after the Tigers take down UAB in the Battle of the Bones. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.